I was gonna plug in my ambisonic microphone, but I can't. I really want to get the ventilation out here fixed, so I don't have to have my HEPA filters and whatnot in this room with me, like all the climate control stuff. I want to make just some freaking basic cycle thing to go to. There's like an office attached to the science. I'm in a garage. Behind me, the two rooms that are like directly connected to the garage are the utility room and the office. So it's gonna go into the office because I've got like a bunch of stuff in there already. There's a window. The utility room has a vent out through the dryer, but that's the dryer. So the office has a window, and I can put like an exhaust vent and an intake vent, I guess, if that is ever needed for fresh air on the same window. Or, there's a window in the garage, but I don't want it open in winter. No, did I ever get that? Did I ever get the... Oh, I was already there. Wasting more fuel. Did I already get it, though? I don't know if I got it. I think I already got it. Yeah, I already got it. Defender the Legend. So I need to go to the station and get alien charts. And frankly, I could be warping to the next system. I don't need to stay here. Well, what is in this system? Cover. I'm gonna go to an emerald system. I think emerald's the green one, right? Yeah. Emerald. Let me get a bunch of emerald. So, whatever station is... Whatever green star is closest, not station. But I want to plug in, I want to clone the sound from my headset to the desktop audio, and then do the whole upmixer thing for it, so that I can have a, at least kind of simulated surround sound environment for the ambisonic mic to pick up and create a 5.1 for the actual stream. But the main issue I've always had is getting the vocal. It would be best if I could just not use the microphone on the headset, but then I don't know if it would actually be best in it'd probably be fine in the 5.1 ultimately if I use both. I'm not sure though, because the stereo from this microphone would only ever go to the front speakers. It wouldn't get mixed out to the matrix of surround sounds because it wouldn't be on the 5. I mean, it would go to the front, left, and right, but it won't go to the rears and the sides. Or really, there's only sides. The YouTube 5.1 is only 5.1. It'd be nice if it was 7.1, but 5.1's fine, actually. 5.1's enough. Digital discrete 5.1 is 7.1 as far as I'm concerned. The front is the rear. You just have to reinforce it from the back the right way. It's the sides that are weird. the rears are supposed to just be inverses of the front. But not like the same volume. And the center is supposed to be. I don't think there's supposed to be a rear center. I believe that that's the whole point. Is there's not supposed to be a rear center. Like maybe not though. Yeah, because when you have any kind of center omnidirectional, I mean, eventually you get into there. I don't know. There should be a rear center, honestly. I don't think it should be a rear center, actually. I think the dipole fields need to be top dead centers. Like the voice to God speaker needs to be a coincident, like array that shoots out like a Jesus, I didn't do that thing. I didn't put the thing where the thing goes, so now I can't do it. Damn it. Okay, so I'll just quit the game because that's the only option. Maybe quit the mode select instead of the whole game, because usually it's you can do it from here. Yeah, see, for mode select, it's doable, but then it's like now it's still doing this. Play. I did the thing, so it's not on the screen anymore. What was I talking about? I was talking about using the Amsonic microphone, and then I was talking about I forgot what I was talking about. I'll remember. It's like all I wanted to talk about. The deck is surrounded by charts, coordinate lists, and hands down or whatever. Block exchange for specific charts. I need alien charts. Stress signals. Relic. Alien card graphic. How many do I need? Just one? How many? I guess I'm just gonna buy one and check the thing. Yeah, the top I wanted to show with my hands what I was talking about with the dipole fields. So normally, like I always talk about why vinyl's good for stereo surround, because it is made with kind of a mid-side matrix. It's not like perfectly the same as if it was recorded mid-side from a microphone, but it's actually, I think it is. It is like if you took the XY stereo and converted it to XY from a mid-side, it's kind of just like that. It's not exactly the same, but what you have is that center speaker and a dipole, and from that you get a correlated X and a correlated Y. Or it's not even an X and a Y, it's like a freaking X minus and an X plus, like, is really what's on a record, is like X minus and X plus, you know, like, but it goes up and down, which is Z, but that's not Z on a record, that's, or is it? It actually, I think, might really be the Z axis, because it's like, I mean, it would still be the X axis, because the speakers go this way. Like, the speakers push, but then it is kind of XY once you turn it. Like, if you toe in the speaker, then it becomes XY. But if it's like straight forward and you want it to be straight forward and back, it's purely on the X axis. Like, and I mean, it goes through the Y axis, but it's not like there's not enough resolution on the X or on that axis to have that kind of amplitude. Only anyway, Y is left to right and X is front to back. So like with a mid-side array, your spot mic is your X and your dipole is the Y, and that's what you can get out of a record, is the center X and dipole Y field. If you sum the two together, the left and the right signals together, you get that center X that is just both tracks like doing this, I guess. And it cancels out the side, the dipole of the record that everything's correlated into. And what the thing is with a record, going all the way back to when I started this rambling, is it's like having a mid-side array, which is not like a bloom line array. And a bloom line array is 2 figure eights. So your spot mic is not an you're supposed to use an omnidirectional microphone or a cardioid microphone. I would say, honestly, for like the record type mix, cardioid's what you'd want, because you can't have that information in the rear. You can't have it there. It would kick the stylus out geometrically. Like the actual rear information kicks the stylus out, and that's why it's not there. So like, or the stylus would have to jump up out of the record groove to have a surface that would be geometrically where it needs to be to translate to that rear axis in the signal. So it's very much like a mid-side array, but because it's a point, it's focused on a single point, and it's a single groove. Like, it's just this, like all a record is this on an instantaneous basis. Like, you just have a continuous V of information that continues and it doesn't stop. And like, the sides can be independent, but the stylus is always just touching the bottom of it. They're trying to sit toward the bottom of the groove. So you're always getting this from the groove. So it's only one microphone, basically. Like, the groove itself is like a kind of a dipole, but those aren't dipoles. People call those dipoles, and it's like, that's not bipole or dipole, because you're not firing on the opposite axis. The speakers, those are 45 degrees, 90 degrees speakers, and a dipole is 180 degrees out of phase, not 90. So those dipole speakers are only kind of dipole. They're dipole as far as the listening position goes. If you put them to your sides, they're perfect for the sides right here, because there's a dead zone in the middle. There's nothing coming out of the center. You don't want there to be a center signal, a center point source of sound directly to your left and directly to your right, because that's not what is going on with the stereo when you're using a record source, a source like a record. You want that bipole thing where it's but you still want that. When you toe in the speakers like this, is that a player, and do they see my hands maybe? I don't know. I had text to speech on. I wonder if that's showing up. Once this work is complete, anomalous research. Come on, find the map of these historical anomalies. Acquire the myth beacon. The myth beacon. I got one. Because it is a mono thing. It's and that dipole feed on a record is mono. When you get the center, that's a mono signal that you can get out of that. And you get the surrounds, the side surrounds, that's a mono signal. The whole left to right signal is in mono. So you just copy it. To get discrete sides from a record, it's just inverted, just like you do the rear. You take that mono signal and you know which side's supposed to be the front, which side's positive, which side's negative. You flip the other one, and then you have basically the same thing you have with the center for the left and right. I think that a lot of things in the surround sound speaker paradigm are good for control. You want both arrays ultimately. It's the same thing as mid-side and XY with the stereo surround. There are paradigms of speaker placement where it's that needs to be there. We need to have these options to be able to add these speakers so that we actually get the legitimate standard stereo ambisonics out of stereo, because not all stereo is the same. Like, and especially with live stereo, like if you just start from the assumption of microphone arrays creating stereo and then upmixing the live signal that you get out of those microphone arrays, doesn't, like, people always argue like digital's so much better, and it's like, yeah, digital's great, but like a CD is not 2496. Like, a CD is 1644.1, and 1644.1 is kind of garbage for stereo surround. It sounds okay. It does okay. Like, it's pretty good, actually. The front is very resolved, and the side, everything that you get out of a record is really quite good, but it's just not formatted for being upmixed the same way. It's in a different paradigm, and none of the upmixers care about that paradigm. Like, nobody's out there trying to make a universal logic processor for dealing with every multi-channel format that's been in stereo for like 50 freaking years, you know, like, and before discrete came around, like, before discrete was mainstream, everybody used stereo surround, and the format was like it is on vinyl, and mono compatibility, like the mono compatible, older, but still it shouldn't be older, and it should be updated. It has only been updated by like the proprietary people. Like, the proprietary people have done a really good job with it, and they've done some really exciting things with it, but they haven't moved it forward yet. Like, they haven't moved it forward since ProLogic 2. Like, in my opinion, nothing's really moved at all. And now, maybe they've actually done something with the Dolby Atmos, with the stereo surround, but they haven't, like, because or I can't tell. They're not telling anybody if that's what they've done. Like, if there's a new total stereo format, like, for Dolby Atmos, then that's cool. Like, if they finally added a way to put the vertical information in it truly, then that's what I'm bitching about right now, is that you can take a stereo track. Stereo should feasibly be able to have some vertical information in it, like, in a way that could be analog. Like, and, like, it's only a matter of where it's getting encoded in those matrix channels. I think it should be, like, a little bit, it has to be, in order to be redundant like a record is, it has to be a little bit on every axis. Like, there needs to be a little bit of vertical information everywhere. And I think the problem with doing that in stereo is the same that we see with, like, ProLogic stereo surround, Dolby stereo surround, DTS stereo surround, is that in a 2.0 kind of setup, it's just been it's getting thinner and thinner. It feels thinner and thinner in stereo because there's so much face smearing. The face smearing from the correlation makes the actual main stereo image, if you don't upmix it, just thinner and thinner. The more information you put into that stereo track, it just starts, like, it's weird. It sounds empty. It sounds fine, and everything's there, and it's like, okay, it has its own, like, harmonic distortion about it, I guess. Like, it is the stereo harmonic distortion, so it works and it sounds great, I guess you could say. But without, like, at least a subwoofer to give it some depth, it doesn't vibe right. Something's missing. Like, it's unintelligible almost when at the worst. And that's kind of the downside with vinyl, is that same thing. I wanted to talk about bloom lines and how a bloom line adds actual rear information, but it's still coincident with the front. Like, is the thing with, like, the cardioid is the only rear information it really has is, like, it's not rear. It's not. It's really, it's depth behind itself. There might be something there, but I don't think it's not a lot. There'd be a little bit, like, the rear stereo, but not the center. Like, the sides, just resolving the sides. What was I getting at? Recording stuff. I bought a chart. I gotta get out of here. I wanted to get emerald because I don't. Where are my hands? Why do my hands keep bugging out? No, no, I can't. I really can't use this freaking dashboard, can I? And so, on the subject of stereo, the haptics in the controllers could be three-dimensional, like XYZ rumbles that can pull stronger in any relative dimension. If they keep the fucking touchpad and get rid of the buttons and make it so that, like, you're, like, put PCO shit in all your fingers. So all the fingers have independent haptics. Or not all of them, but, like, your index finger versus the rest of your fingers. And then your thumb. Like, your middle finger, your index finger's on the trigger. This is bullshit. I just want to look at my hands to make sure my microphone's working. And this keeps hanging on me for some reason today, right now. Like, it's not always, it's only occasionally. And why it's happening only occasionally, I don't understand. Like, I've been able to open it up and look at it before. And now it's not letting me. I just wanted to fucking goddamn bullshit. Let's go to a green system. So the most basic way, like the fewest, like everybody uses WXYZ microphones instead of B format. I think is the difference. They use A format instead of B format, but you could use B format, like in the haptics, and only have to use three, or two. It'd be what, two? No, three. Yeah, I don't know if you actually need the Omni. If it would be... It might have been four. I can't remember. I was pretty sure if you use, like, I want to be able to use the internet. Oh, now we can use this. Wow, now it's working because I opened the Galaxy Map. And it freezes still. It just froze to my face. I said Galaxy Map and then it froze. It was fine until I said Galaxy Map. And then it stopped. Why? Why was it working fine for a second and then it wasn't? Now it's not. It was working and now it's not. Maybe I should, like, kill myself. No. Crashout generator. Okay, a green system. Anything green nearby? Nothing green. What about the expedition route? It's not showing me the expedition route. Because I'm already at the last checkpoint. I'm at the end of it, I guess. There's no more expedition. Green star. I can't remember, like, it needs Omni and then XYZ. I think that's the difference, really, is it is 4 for each. Like, an A format mic has 4 mics, and so does a B format first order mic, but it's different. Like, the A format one uses 4, like, mics oriented like these space stations. Like, that's a 4-sided die, right? If you put a microphone on every side of that space station, then you have what is a tetrahedral. It's not called a tetrahedral, they just call them A format mics. It's the first order, and there's no Omni on it. You have to create the Omni by correlating all of it, and your Omni is correlated. But I don't like that. I do think that's fine, actually. Like, the A format signal is spectacular, and one of them, like, it's virtually fine because you have matching microphones. It actually is fine, but it's like 2 XYs. And then the Nimbus array is like the mid-side array. So, like, your A format microphone is like the digital format is. but then the Nimbus microphone is what you'd want on something like vinyl. And if it were possible, or an analog, Nimbus would be better. But when you're talking about playback, nobody plays back. Nobody's got that top speaker with the dipole. There's no one's trying to make an Omni. We need an Omni speaker that's actually omnidirectional. That's one speaker, like, because there's got to be a way. Like I've done it in spaces before. Like if you take, it's happened with me with headphones. Like when I've had my headphones on the floor, like I'd have earbuds on the floor. And when you do that and you have an ambisonic microphone recording stuff, you'll hear them. And not just that, you'll hear them without the microphone. Like I was hearing my earbuds. Like I heard it in the ambisonics from the microphone. I was like, what the hell is making that sound? So I take off my headphones and then I hear it in the room. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's making the sound in the room. And I couldn't localize it because it was this earbud on the floor that was just reflecting high frequencies straight up and down in the room. And I was like, it sounded like it was coming from everywhere. And it was because it was like an Atmos-enabled speaker. And they're using these Atmos-enabled speakers, but they're using them the fucking wrong way. Like, they're not using them to do what I just described. Like, they're using them to do a localizable effect that... And it's like, no, if it's localizable, then it sounds like it's coming off the walls. Like, the ceiling isn't localizable. Like, if it actually is reverberating off the ceiling, it's hard to localize because the first thing that it hits is the walls. Like, it goes, and it's like, where's it going? I can't hear it. And then you know it's vertical, but because your ears are on the sides of your head, if it's not definitely to the left or right, it doesn't have an origin. And I guess having the Atmos-enabled speakers have actual directionality is good, because you do want to be able to make that effect somewhat localizable to, like, keep the coverage accurate, you know, to not fuck anything up with the geometry. But as far as how it sounds, it's like, the way we're doing Atmos speakers, I want them to be on the floor. Like, I want to have that effect all the way up and down from, I don't know, maybe it's better in the middle though. Like, maybe you should have a dipole, like that thing I'm talking about for the top dead center speaker actually needs to be to your left and to your right also, but maybe not. It doesn't if you have an actual, if the thing above you is actually coincident side and front rear type of thing to fill out the bloom line type effects that you get in stereo. But they mesh on top of each other. Like, I spent all this time in... Did I buy the fucking fucking thing, this thing? Did I buy this? No. I'm just gonna swear too much. I just want to find another supercharged slot. I don't know where the other supercharged slot is. Is it there somewhere? Yes! Okay, so what do I want to put on the supercharged slot? Life support. Jetpacks, movement, jetpack, those are all. Life support. What happens if I put my recharging on it? I think I'll just do that. I think it was that the Nimbus was just an XYZ of dipoles. Like you'd use 3 figure eights. It's like a bloom line, but with a third dipole that goes up and down. But I can't remember if it was like that or if it had an omni. I wanted Emerald. Look at the bones. Go to this one. Kind of hoping for like a dead planet. Barren might be good. Corrosive though. Yeah. Just looking for Emerald. Not seeing like any. Go up a little higher. Just stay where I put you. Just stay there. Just stay. Just... Where's all the emerald? I don't see any. Seen a single lump of shit on the ground. Yeah, the haptics could be in 3 dimensions. Why the tracking has got to be fucker? Why they gotta fuck up the tracking? Like, oh, so now we have to have this tracking that messes up when the headset shakes. Is that really what? How's that better? I don't understand. And the sound solution, is there gonna be a 3.5mm jack on the frame for me to plug in regular headphones, or at least like a USB port to plug in a DAC? Like, I don't want to have a wire trailing off of me just to wear headphones that are of high quality if they're not going to do something with speakers. Like, I would really like there to be a kind of mid-side kind of thing with VR where the head-mounted audio solution is actually in sync with the Atmos like array, and you have real life 3-dimensional surround sound that is coming from your head-mounted device and your speakers, and it's all attuned with itself so that you can have noise canceling on your microphone and all that jazz, but it also sounds awesome. And I also think that like first order subwoofer array, like if you could have one sub in every corner, that's good. But if you could lift every other one of those subs up to the ceiling and have a sub in every corner, low, high, like one in this corner, high in that corner, low in this corner, high in that corner, low, high, you have a first order sphere of bass that you could actually beamform with the head-mounted display. Like the actual positional information of the player's head could be correlated with that first order array of subwoofers, and you could send bass directly to the player where they're standing in the room, based on that geometry, you could focus it on them and actually use that for haptics, because it would be more intense than, or at least like focused in such a way that the bass is always really good because it knows where I'm standing and it adjusts itself so that the bass there, and uses the microphones on the headset to actually like calibrate the room. Like just wander around the room, moving your head up and down for a while, and we will get a modal picture of your room, and then we'll be able to use that to 3D print bass into your face. Like, and I think you could actually like move air around with that in the room. Like if not just like and again with the mixing systems together, like with the surround sound systems, you want that normal 7.1 discrete array. But then there are things that are missing, like that top dead center voice of God speaker, but it should be an actual point source, and there's things about it that's like got me thinking, like, it doesn't need to be a full range speaker, it just needs to be like a ribbon tweeter. Like, you just need like one ribbon tweeter up there that isn't a horn that shoots everything down the right way, this way, like that keeps it separate for this axis, and then like creates an omni for the front and rear, like from the same one singular like driver, like actually coincident dipole ribbon tweeter that shoots in a 180 dipole fashion, like so that you get that actual coincidence between the left and right in the playback, so that there's some more of that omnidirectional source that we're not getting from anything but the subwoofers, like in playback. We need a mid and a high, at least. Like the subs are good for bass. Like I've been saying for a while that like I think the most modular speaker solution, like if you wanted modular speakers to be able to change things, like if something's not working, like people invest in a speaker and they never get it in their house. You buy a speaker, never having it in your room. You don't know if you don't know about stuff like room modes, and that looks green. Just flying slowly. Maybe I just need to fly slower. What's the that might be emerald, but what's that shit? That's like a building. It might be an abandoned building. That's definitely what I'm after, but I want to go to that building. Gosh, now I'm distracted. ADHD. I was talking about 3D bass and the subs, and how there's no omni other than the bass, and how we need a single, like instead of just having a center speaker, we need an omni to go with everything. Like that's the last thing that's not there. And we can virtualize it, but virtualizing it doesn't really create the same effect. And there's no coincidence. There's really not much emerald here, and I'm not liking it. What is that? There's an emerald deposit, but I'm not going to it. Going to this building that's much farther away than it looked up in the air. Jeez. I don't think it's abandoned. It might be. tell me those aren't harvestable. What is with all the plants that aren't real plants? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. It is. It is one of these. I love these. I like eggs. Okay,
Technology recharge.
you son of a... Come at me, bro. Should pick that up. I don't like you. Stop looking at me. How big is the swarm? Does the swarm ever stop? I mean, in real life it works. There's not just an infinite number of these things, man. What was that? Picked up some crazy tablet. Oh, I got them all. More diet, rancid flesh. Why are they running away? Just... These shouldn't give you rancid flesh. They look like they'd give you crab meat. Swarm subsiding. Oh yeah, right, I killed it all. I killed them all.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
What do we got? Returning user identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log. Continuation for analysis. I awoke from the dream where I was drowning in something thick and glutinous. It filled my pores and suffocated me. I want to believe that this is my tired mind playing tricks. I've been so long without deep sleep. The crimson sphere shimmers at the corner of my eye. Whenever I try to rest, I cannot comprehend how it tracks my spore from world to world. Your spore? Or is it that I am following it? The orb cannot be in all places at once. That cannot be. I discovered something closer deep inside. That's me. I'm talking about my own journey. My stupid journey. What is this? Health restored. This one has two sides. That's kind of cool. Dang it. I guess I can remove the murder.
Protection falling.
Why is my toxic protection falling? Am I not under? This is a double-ended dungeon. Can I call you anything? Searching cartographic artifact. No. Claim-based. What do we want to call it? Pear trees. What are those called?
Units received.
I don't know. It's not. And now it's the moment I try to interact with it, it fucks up. It was working, and now it's not working. It worked. I got it to work, and then it worked, and now they fucked it up again. Like they don't believe in morality. Object-oriented programming is not important to these people. They're not objectively like with it. There's so many people in the world today that are just like, I'm so smart, I picked the right side so I can be a blasphemer and that makes me cool. And it's like, you sound like an ass. Like you can be mad about shit, like generally. Like I'm generally pissed off about the inconvenience that makes me crash out every fucking time. This is stupid. Just let me have my fucking face back. It's not a colony. This isn't a fucking colony. I wanted to call it something so I could remember what it was. When I looked at it later, I could be like, this is the base. And I discovered because I named it and I remembered that that's my thing. Doesn't matter if you think it's nice. Doesn't matter what you think. I don't care about your feelings. It's just a fucking colony. You hear me? Fucking do it yourself first. Nazis, so many Nazis, yeah. No, it's either imaginary Nazis or I can be mad at the people who made the software actually for being incompetent. I think I'd rather warn of the Nazis becoming a reality. Is it burning down the Reichstag, spitting on civil liberties, telling people they don't have the right to free speech, reinforcing the beliefs of the agitators, the disinformation, people who want to restrict speech. Like we need to coddle everybody's fifis so that they're not hurt by speech. It's like the only argument they had was like the fire in a theater. You can't shout fire in a theater. It's like, what's the fucking movie? What is the fucking movie doing, you piece of shit? It's the movie's turn to shout fire in the theater, and everybody has agreed. Like, and then the capitalism thing. People are like, capitalism is evil. Capitalism's the worst thing ever. It's like, capitalism is capitulation. Capitulation is we agreed on the rules. Like, that's what capitalism. Capitalism is a list of fucking agreements. You make agreements, you agree, you vote. You do these things where everybody agrees, they capitulate, and you have capitals, and capital is like your hat. Like, your hat has to capitulate with everybody else's hat. right? So, like, fair trade is capitalism, you shithead. Like, on every level. On every level. Fair trade is capitalism. Like, intelligence, the fair trade of intelligence is about capitulation, you stupid motherfuckers. Like, socialism and communism are political philosophies of society and community. These things are not entities. They are not free-willed entities. They are collections of individuals. Fucking idiots. Like, bleh. I'm in the fucking toxic rain. I can get back to my ship and just summon it. That's not. Why is the picture? Why does it look like that? It looks like a life raft. Like an inflatable life raft or something. I want to put the water jets on it. This isn't a real game, and I have to buy it to get it. I might keep this ship, but I don't like it. I mean, it's probably upgradable to be kind of good. I'm sure. Starship fuel needs metal plate.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Is that the arrow? That's it. I can't believe it's still marked. Oh, and it's a good-sized chunk of it. Can you just land? Just fucking land. Looks good. What was I just bitching about? Oh yeah, people who think they know political philosophy and don't understand what a free state is.
Toxic protection. Falling.
I don't need your political religions. I've already established that these things are religious. The only thing you have is capitulation. If you cannot capitulate your differences, destroy yourselves. Like, we have socialism in America. Like, that's the thing they call socialism, it's like, you don't want that everywhere? Or do you want, like, are you stupid? Do you think we're all crazy? Like, we're not just gonna let taxes rule the world. Like, what the fuck? Maybe we will. Maybe you should think about it that way. Maybe. There's so many, like, and now it's like, it is. It's like they want to burn down the They're currently burning down the Reichstag, is what they want to do. But we have no Reichstag. All we have is you realizing everybody sees a clown. Or like if they don't see a clown, then we're like doomed. Like. The reason things are so expensive, the reason money makes life so hard for you, is because of communism and socialism. Because of the effect community and society have on our opinions. Because of that, there are greedy people. We have greed because of that. Okay? Like, people want more because they want to fit in with this fake Superman ideal of the collective, you know? And we are a collective, but you gotta let it go. Like, you can't cling to someone else's possessions within that collective. You don't own my free will. Like, and I can't do, like, it's not, what is that, amenable? It's it's not equitable for you to believe, just for your beliefs to be that way. Like, for you to think it's within your rights to take from someone else what, like, what? Without representation, without actual, like, agreement, you try to forcefully install all these religious organizations into the secular state. Make all these things that aren't inherently secular. Fool people into thinking that they should be secular instead of being the moral obligation of society and community. Like, if you're not gonna actually produce these things yourselves on a monetary, like if you can't actually trade them, like if you can't make money off of it like a business, it's not like there's that whole supply and demand thing. Nobody's demanding it. What do you need to supply? You're trying to fake, like they're just injecting money into something really, and like force everybody to do it. So, and it's like, well, what if we wanted a different option from the beginning? Like I didn't want to change the healthcare paradigm. Like it wasn't about changing insurance. Okay, it wasn't health insurance. Though the regulations of health insurance have always been a fucking bureaucratic nightmare. Like nothing changed. They just made it like a political bullshit. Like that it's not a party thing, and it's like no, just no. Medical shit is insanely expensive. I can't imagine, like, if you were filthy stinking rich, like, and you had the capacity to make your own, like, little community and have healthcare, like, there's so many things that's like, no, I'm not gonna pay that for that. I'm not paying this for that. I'm not paying that much for this. Like, this is not worth it. Like, it would be more economical for that community of people to start producing those things themselves. If it's going to be that expensive, why? Like, if syringes are this expensive, let's make syringes and sell them for a price that's less than this and actually make money. Like, you know, if these products are this expensive, they need to be making these products and selling them for less, because you can still make a ton of money off of them and provide a product that's like actually, you know, or make, not even that, like that's just the first thing. Like being able to do that on any level is how you know you have the collective wisdom to do it individually. Like, so like having a lifestyle where people can actually feed themselves without paying for money. Like you want to make communism the system of government on a secular level instead of a religious level. Like it can't be secular. You have to do it for your own sake. Like you have to do it as your own yoga. Like it has to be your own religion. It has to be the religion of society to take care of each other, not the government of society to take care of each other. You people have your heads in your asses. Like, and if, like, it's ridiculous that you can't just make your own community of like, shut the hell up, be moral. Like, and what you gotta do is like agitate the morality. Like, there's no God. And then the more the atheist stuff, like the arguing about whether or not, it's like, okay, what if the is a literal thing? What if it is the identifying article, and they are talking about the identity and like the log, like the theory of all logic, the logical theory, the word, like, or the words, the capacity for communication, the carrying of the echo of another life form. Like, it's not something like etched in stone. We're carrying the voice of our ancestors, so to speak, or our family, like other creatures, life itself, presently. It doesn't have to go into the past. The past isn't real. Right now is real. And right now, if I was in the real world, even that though, this is a picture of the real world, or an interpretation, a rendition, an arrangement of worlds, coming into your world and feeding back, like, with negative feedback, because it's always coming in and don't stop. But yeah, like the logic is like, you look at a tree, everything there is to know about a tree entangles with the tree, and the logic of the tree goes to thee, and you make a word, and the word is passed on to someone else, and they learn that that word represents the tree, and everything the tree is to be becomes thee again. Like, it's just like the identifying article.
Warning. Threat detected.
Yeah, right.
Hostile ships approaching.
Fucking stuck in the ground.
Hostile ships defeated.
More emerald. But like the legs all by themselves, like if it was just log and no thee, then the log, the idea of the log doesn't go anywhere. You have to have the identity concept to compress it. And so like autonomy is where sentience comes from. Like, it's simple. Then being like, whoa, it's so much of a mystery. It's like, yeah, it's so mysterious, isn't it? Until it's not. And then it's like, there's still mysteries. It's just that's not a mystery anymore. It's like, stop thinking about your basic. It's like talking about talking. Next emerald deposit. Writing about not knowing what to write about next.
Toxic protection falling.
I hate the toxic, like rain, but it's okay. Should I identify some minerals? It's not toxic. It's venomous. I guess that's... Is it toxic? If it's venom, is venom toxic? Doesn't venom heal also? I think you're just still in pull-ups. Did you ever do debate? I love how nobody knows how to control their temper when someone disagrees with them. It's like, you ever argue the opposite side of the thing you believe in? You ever take something you believe in and argue against it just for the sake of cooling your tits? And not being a vengeant shithead who just like thinks they're right. Like, I'm going to... I don't know what people believe. It's not in my capacity. They have to tell me. I can't, like... You run into certain types of people who think, like, once you know someone, you know everything about them. And those kind of people make me odd. Like, if you wanna make me objective, define it real quick. Tell me what to feel. Tell me what I'm feeling instead of asking me. What the shit is wrong with this? It's all messed up. It's not normal. See, it's all about the capitulation. Without capitalism, you're a bunch of zombies who don't know what's going on. You're at the mercy of your lords. Like, you thought religion was bad when it was just a fantasy. Wait until you make it real for yourself. Let's check the cave. See if there's anything in here. Ingalao, Loa, Ingaloa, 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 Ingaloa. You! Shit, I didn't want to. Who are those? Yeah. Don't tell me. What's this, some kind of... More ammo. A silver. Silver is worth something. Oh, it looks like a lot of it, too. Wow. Oh, there's the cave. Nice cave system. It's the same one I was in. Like, you could imagine, why are we so different from all the animals? The words! The words, stupid Ed. The word. The stupid! They're all stupid. This is the problem. Like... they don't know what words mean. They go to church, and the church tells them fucking fairy tales. Like, true fairy... Let's take the truth and make it feel so much like like, make it absurd. But it's not. It's like... That's kind of the dissonance, I guess, is like, that's kind of a universal truth. Once you fucking realize what they're fucking talking about. Or is it? It could mean anything. You could... That looks like some kind of mineral formation. It'd be cool if it was actually different. Look at this flower thing. I like the flower creatures. They look like animals, but they're flower. It's a bush that got up and walked out. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Because that's what fucking happened. Maybe not like that, but you know, pretty much. I don't know though, it's like, what came first, the worms or the plants? I don't know, I think plants look like slow worms, like they're just the same thing. It's just a green worm that doesn't have a brain anymore. Don't got no brain no more. Scanner recharging. Silver. I don't want to do any. I don't want to do this no more. I need emerald, not silver. The silver looks like it's all that shit. What's all that? Oh, it's hazardous plants. Just freaking Venus flytraps. Silver. Ammonia. Extreme localized toxicity. I'm talking about. They're nothing, just silvers. How much emerald do I have? Oh, I do have some relics. Wait a minute. I used that chart. Did I not use that chart? Did I use the chart? Oh, yeah. Do you see what's happening right now? Did I put a base on this? Yeah, the double-ended one.
Technology recharge.
I didn't even look at how much emerald I got. I don't care. I want to get this thing and see if it's... It... This isn't what I needed for the chart. I needed one of those other ones. Got an ancient rune on this one. I need maybe that's what it's supposed to be. I need the fragments. What was it? Box of neurotoxic pistols. That's not what I needed. You know? Submit historical data from artifact sites to assist NADA and Pulp detected a novel pattern in alien stories. Submit dosimeter readings to trace the sources. So I need more planetary charts now. Great. Just wonderful. Oh wait, that's it. There we go. Alien monolith detected. I need golden grams and peanut butter Twix. Well, let me use my other hand on that one. I can't. Corvax. Nutty. This tone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns toward me. Turns toward me. I don't think that's plural. Toward me. Towards me. Turns toward. Light steams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. The Corvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. Entity is Corvax? The entity is the what? I'm inspecting the monolith's surface when I am seized by a strange vision. Its worlds echo in my skull. Words? Hudut et int herdut re ar kakor ubna. I feel faint, as if my mind is being invaded. Pustules on my skin grow, bubble and pop, and I feel countless tiny stabbing pinpricks scrambling from each gaping hole. Suddenly, metal spiders, perhaps tiny sentinels, run up my shoulder and into my visor. Can this be real? This cannot be real. I start to scream. Take a dosimeter reading. Historical barrier failure detected. Decoding flux frequency. Translated readout follows. A weapon for peace. Forged in the fires of war. Weapon, but more than that. Icon of... Do you see this? Every fucking time. I don't need toxic protection. I need actually toxic shit to go away. What the shit? Why'd you have to do this? Land already. What the hell? I gotta get to that. I don't want build menu, I want quick menu.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection. Falling.
It's for real, like, gonna fall. Go away. What the hell? Fucking hate this game. Worst. Fucking directional shit. That shit keeps coming up. I can't stand this. I cannot stand having to like play like with my hands like my elbows at my side and my hands pointed flat out forward like I've got a box in my arms. Like that's why can't I interact with this thing? Oh, oh, oh. Is this just like a starship that ran into the wall here? Please, please, you son of a bitch. Maybe I should try to blow it up. Where'd it go? There it goes. It was just a fucking NPC ship. Ain't that some shit? And what the shit? It's like its pathfinding is all screwed up or something. The ancient marker hums at a frequency that burrows deep into my voice. The Corvax echoes. Knowledge paves the way to the understanding of probability. The Atlas spoken fragments, the Atlas interfaces are their shadows. The monoliths are their scattered children. Together they convey the wisdom of the infinite. They must be understood. Take a DOSMA reading. Historical barrier failure detected. Decoding flux frequency. Translated readout follows. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Oh, no. I'm getting sick. I'm definitely not liking the